everyone, this is Yashla Gamer Girl for CollabCamerupt, and welcome back for another speed art. Today, this request isn't made by anyone, I just felt like doing it. You see, I have this shiny Ampharos on my diamond version, and I wanted to make it so that she could, eventually I'm going to transfer it to X and Y so she can Mega Evolve because I have the Amphrosite, or Amphrosite, I can't remember. Anyway, I wanted to draw her as her Mega form and her looking into a mirror saying like, oh, what's up with all this, like, hair? It's, I wanted to make her look confused. Plus, the reason I didn't put a request on this time is because I wanted to catch up with them, the request that is, and then make sure all of them were drawn out before I started coloring them, and not all of them are drawn out, that's why. Anyway, so yeah, actually I had a hard time determining if I wanted to actually make her like pinkish or more purplish, but I found out in the game, when I saw the sprite of it and the colored version of it, it did look more pinkish than purplish. Although I couldn't really tell when I was looking at my diamond version because it was, I don't know, sort of a darker pink, But then I looked at it later versions, like in the X and Y version. I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely pink. And that's why I was so confused when I was first coloring this. So yeah, this is Tiffany. Tiffany was caught as a Mareep on my diamond version, and it was kind of in a random encounter, and it kind of wasn't. It was a chained Pokemon. If you know what the chaining process is with the, what is it? Something to do with the Poke thing? Poke Radar? Yeah, with the Poke Radar, it's a chance to get the percentage down for catching a shiny after so many tries or whatever. Back in Diamond version, I think that was like the first time they introduced it with the chaining. I learned how to do it. It was really long, and it was a really like difficult thing to just do at first, but I finally got the hang of it. And let me just tell you, it was amazing when I first caught the shiny Mareep, because I was like, wait, this is I like Mareep, for instance, and not because of its speed, but I just like the look of it and stuff. So that's why I was drawing Tiffany. I've drawn her before as a Mareep, but now I'm drawing her as an Ampharos. Anyway, I like the fact that she could Mega Evolve, and I wanted her to look all surprised. By the way, this is not a Bronzor, even though it has the back of it. It is a mirror. I swear to God, that's what she's holding. That's why she's looking at it like, ah! And this, who I'm tracing now, is Skylar, my Heart Gold Pokewalker caught Pikachu who knew fly. Now that's the reason he has the little like wings on his ears, is because I actually made him like a unique Pokemon, because one, he knows fly, and I swear to God, there was a Pokewalker course in Heart Gold Soul Silver days. There was an event called the Yellow Forest, and if you could download it if you were there at the right time, you could download the data and stuff and then transfer it to your Pokewalker and then have access to a place called the Yellow Forest. And the only available Pokemon there were Pikachus. Like, most of the time there were ones with Flail, some of the times there were ones with Full Tackle, some of the times there were ones with Surf, and the 1% of the time, if you got it all the way up and walked a certain amount of steps or something like that, there was a 1% chance that it would know Fly. So it's totally legit. Look it up on Cerebi. It is definitely Cerebi.net. I look up all my information. It is an actual move, but I wouldn't recommend it. But I do use it a lot, just in the Heart Gold version. Plus, you can see that this one is so cute. And Tiffany is the name. I don't remember if I mentioned that. Anyway, is the name of my Ampharos, my shiny Ampharos. And Skylar, appropriately named, is the name of my Raichu. So they weren't that difficult to draw. I just hadn't drawn them in a while. Well, I had never drawn Tiffany as an Ampharos, but it was simple-ish enough that I could just not do it alone, like not have her in one drawing by herself. So I thought, oh well, let's bring back another old favorite of mine, another original character that I made up. See, any Pokemon that I find unique enough or interesting enough, I put a backstory to it. So I don't usually put a backstory to all the Pokemon I've ever trained. These are just two of the exceptions. One, she was shiny, and two, Skylar isn't shiny, but he knows fly, and so, you know, that works. And yes, she is a girl. Tiffany is a girl, and Skylar is a boy. But I just thought, hey, you know, this was a cool draw. Plus, I mean, that hair, you know, it's so crazy, but it's so likable. And no, that her hair is a lot more fluffy than that, but I wanted to make it look different enough so that, you know, you couldn't tell that it was, you know, just any other Mega Ampharos. I just wanted to make it so that it was unique enough that it would be mine. You know what I mean? That I do this with any original character, that I have to make it look like an original character, sort of. Okay, anyway, what you're seeing me do here, I'm trying to look up, oh, what do fences look like? And so I didn't know what a fence looked like offhand. I wanted to, like, have that, what is it called? Sort of that, like, Pokemon Ranch feel. If you know what Pokemon Ranch is, it was a thing on the Wii. It was a Wii Virtual Console title that you could store up to 1,000 Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl version on there. But then I thought, well, that fence isn't very ranch-like because the fence was white and you went with Haley. And I also had to think of something to say because she couldn't just be looking at that. It didn't feel right. So I thought I'd turn this into a little mini comic thing, you know. What in the world am I supposed to do with all this hair? Yeah. It was kind of funny because she grew up with wool, but then she lost it all of a sudden, you know? Well, I mean, what kind of... I would think Ampharos is extremely confused. One day it had all its wool, and then, boom, suddenly it didn't, you know, when it grew up. And that's why I found it completely out of the blue, or thought of it completely out of the blue, because, okay, so I caught Tiffany in Diamond version, which was like in 2008 or 2000, whenever. I'll have to look at the date again. And then sometime later it could Mega Evolve, so that was the unique thing about it, is that she's trying to get used to having hair again now that she can Mega Evolve. And Raichu is like, Skylar's like, oh my god, that is so pretty. That's why I drew with his eyes like that. So he has this little off funny moment. He's like, let me braid it. Obviously, because he's bald, all he has is wings. He doesn't really have hair. But yeah, that's pretty much how I did it. No, that's just the idea. So thanks for watching and listening to my boring backstory. Please leave a comment below if you would like to get your suggestions in before I start drawing them next week. And subscribe to CollabCamerupt and like this video if you liked it. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Yashel Gamer Girl. I will see you guys next week. Yashel, huggles.